What's the hardest thing you've ever been through?
I'm going to take it back to, this is a younger Mikey, dude. I was trying to please, I think, everyone around me. And that led to like my self-destruction, just self-sabotaging. Just like one person can't do everything. And the form that, that took for me was I was trying to balance like going to college, making like, we're doing like a short film, we're doing like a web series. I'm trying to go to parties, I'm trying to work every day. And I think I'm on top of the world, man. And dude, I'm going home one day. I mean, I'm tired. It's like 2 a.m. I fall asleep, dude, at the wheel. And I fucking almost die. Like I split a pole in half, a telephone pole. It's hard to think about it, dude, that like the aftermath, like going home and like your family hugging you because like you didn't die, and I just felt so selfish in that moment that I don't know, I knew I had to change.
You
wait,
man.
Dude, I wasn't recording.
No, it's okay.
Just kidding, baby. It's episode 260. Welcome back to the You Are Here podcast. Dude, I gotcha. And dude, we're back. We love you. If you're watching right now, don't forget to like and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Check us out. I never understood saying that on the episode.
Right.
Because they're on it already.
To check us out?
To just like you say where you find us, but like the only way you find us is
if you found us. Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Well, thank you for coming back.
Yeah, thank you for coming back.
Or if you're a first-time listener, welcome.
Dude, it's been 5 years.
Wow.
And we have nothing planned.
What are we called?
And you know what? Exactly. We're being ourselves, dude.
We promise to be present.
Yeah.
We promise to come here
and this is us, dude.
No preparations and just say we're going to drop everything and be honest with each other.
Yeah.
This is where we are today.
Yeah.
How do you feel about 5 years looking back and where we are today? How do you feel about doing this little conversation that we record and put out for 5 years consecutive? 5. How do you feel, man?
It's weird. It's weird, but it's become such like a part of my life. Like I can't imagine life without sitting down with you and just talking, opening up, sharing stuff, growing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This is the most I've grown, I think, ever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And just like seeing, I don't know. And also when people reach out, dude, and like, I don't know. I think we're always like searching and find, like I look at the podcast like it's its own like human. You know what I mean? It's growing, it's changing, it's becoming more honest, becoming more real. It's like it hides away sometimes. We sometimes don't know what we're doing. It's like an extension, you know what I mean, of how we feel and what we do.
Yeah.
And we can see when we're not being truly us, and when we are. Mm-hmm. And I really feel now it's been like the most us ever,
Yeah.
which feels the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
What about you?
Yeah.
5 years, man.
5 years. I'm just like revisiting that loft, dude, just thinking of like the first episode. And I'm like, how much I've changed and you've changed and how many hours we spent like trying to get to the bottom of where we are in life and like stumbling around, communicating honestly, like having breakthroughs, having setbacks.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
5 years of our lives, like what we've accomplished and missed out on, but we always come to the table. Like we've always dropped everything and come to the table for each other. It's just a testament to friendship.
Yes.
It's a testament to like when you've got a good thing, like don't let it go.
Yeah.
And I just never wanted to let it go. I just never wanted to lose this time that we've got. Talk about time, man. Never want to lose this time because it's been so rewarding 5 years sitting down with you and growing and like just again, bro, the bottom of this message of this whole podcast has always been if two people could sit down and talk to each other, two human beings could give time to each other, and one will listen and one will speak, or both will speak and both will listen, whatever, that there's some kind of rewarding aspect of that. We believe in that. And so we're dropping everything and we're coming here for 5 years, man, of our lives. And I think our theory was right. I think we've grown because of this. I think I would be not the person I am today if I didn't have it. So I'm grateful for it always. I'm grateful people listen and they reach out to us and they're like asking questions or like telling me they listened to this episode. Shout out Juan, shout out Xavier, shout out all these people that hit us up, man. And they're like getting something from these conversations. So I'm so grateful to you guys for
anyone that ever came up to us. Oh, you know what I mean? Just like, and like said it to us. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Thank you. Just
never be afraid to.
Yeah. We love it. Oh man.
But, and I'm excited about this. Like, I feel like we're just starting, to be honest. Like, isn't that crazy?
We have to talk about this recent stuff because we've had a lot of guests on and we haven't really sat and talked.
Yeah.
The new year, you know what I mean? We're already in it. We're going in. It's cold.
Did
it's
you
cold
get a radio?
Yeah, dude, for Christmas.
When'd you do that?
No, it was just like a random.
I love
it's
it.
It's like a Bluetooth speaker.
No, I love it.
It's cool, right?
It's sick.
Go ahead. Set. But look, we're in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
You know, it's starting and like
it's begun.
This year we were searching for like, I don't know. I felt like something was boiling up. Like we've been trying to always like figure out this like purpose thing. Yep. You know what I mean? Like what can we do?
What service?
How far can we go?
Yes.
What can we accomplish with this? Because we feel that there's something there. People tell us there's something there. So what can we do?
Yeah.
You know, and that's the hardest part is like we don't want to lose ourselves. We can go dummy viral if we really wanted to. You know what I mean? That's everything is like I noticed from researching a lot of things, everything is like formulaic. You can do stuff, but it's like you have to lose your soul.
Sell yourself.
You have to sell yourself.
Yeah.
In order to like be the artificial success.
Right.
You know, and we're obviously not going to do that because that doesn't align with the show.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think just from us trying stuff is like the best thing we could have done because I don't know, dude. We've been doing this like outside interview stuff. We're like finally going and like I always thought about it. I'm like, You Are Here podcast. We're being vulnerable. We're asking. We're trying to just sit down and talk to people. That was the original thing when I came to you and we came together to start this. It's like just a conversation between two people. What can happen, you know? And it just makes so much sense to go outside, talk to people.
Yeah.
And it's just been so rewarding.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you're listening, you haven't seen the clips that we've been posting. I urge you, check them out. We have them on on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, You Are Here Podcast, and Instagram, You Are Here Podcast. And we're just putting out these interview clips. We ask a question to a random person on the street, and we just, you know, get their honest answer. You know what I mean? Man. And there's nothing more just... I feel so right, and I think we're getting onto something, dude.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. It just feels like we're at this, like you said, the start of something.
Yeah.
You know, and it feels good. It feels exciting. It feels like we're like, not that, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if you get this feeling. It's like this, it's like, I knew we had something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's becoming a little bit clearer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for the year. I think we got a lot of shit going on right now. And we thank you, Roberto.
Dude.
We have Roberto on the team now.
Love you, Roberto.
He's doing the clips for us. You know, check out the clips.
Our Aussie bro.
Yeah, dude. From Australia. Hit us up.
And he's handsome as ever.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's such a dude. Like, this is what we can attract just for like, you know, like, it may, from the outside, it may look small, but like, dude, it's so
big to us.
It's so big to us.
Yeah.
And the connection is so strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. This latest stuff, like the last clip, we always keep talking about it. It just hit us in a certain way. Hit me in a certain way, man. But I don't know. It feels good to like make something and look at it and be like, oh my goodness, like what's going on? Like what did I just made? You know? Yeah. Like it made me feel like I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is when I watch like a good movie. Like
that's right.
All the time when the art I love, I'm like, I get this feeling of like indescribable, like I don't know, just human expression, life. You know, and like I put that out, and it's from a clip of just asking someone something. I don't know, man.
The power.
There's some magic there,
and you did it. You picked up the camera and drove your ass over. Bro. But I mean, like I'm just so proud of us for.
How long did it take us, dude?
Not long.
Remember?
But like, but I don't know. It you know, it's funny.
I'm honest, Mikey, dude. I remember that day I was gonna come. I was like, oh man, we shouldn't go. Like I don't know. Maybe I'll do next time. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's like
let's switch.
When you just tell yourself, like, just shut up. Go try it.
What a gift.
Oh, man.
You know what, dude? This reminds me of something. It all happened this week.
Yeah.
Juan. Shout out Juan again.
Yes.
Juan pulled up. He goes, I've been listening to the podcast. And he said, listen to the last episode. He loved it. And then he was talking about gifts. Right? Talking about Rick. I was telling about this Rick Rubin podcast I was listening to. Andrew Huberman. He was asking about creativity. So you got a science guy and then you got the super creative guy, right? And he was talking about gifts. And Juan was telling me about like this idea that like, it's almost like you're not generating these incredible pieces of magic. You're opening up to the gifts that the universe is trying to give you to give to other people. So it's being created by a creator, and then you are the conduit,
The vessel, yeah.
because you're open to it. So you showing up on a day where you didn't want to show up, or you were feeling kind of weird. If you stayed in here and you didn't show up to try to meet these people, we would have missed that one.
That would have gone to someone else, maybe.
Yeah, it would have been a gift for another person.
Yeah.
So it's like showing up. And showing up is 90% of the thing. Being ready to receive the gift. Because we may be missing out. Imagine the gifts that you missed out on.
Yeah.
Because you didn't show up for yourself.
I remember, I think Pharrell talking about that same thing, where it's like with music, he feels like it's because think about it. If you truly believe you're like this vessel for like creativity and like artistry to run through you, and it's from the universe and it enters you and it goes out, it's like a thing that is in you for a while, but it's not like attached to you.
Right.
And like, I think that's such a better, healthy way to think about it. Cause then you lose the ego, you lose all the, like all the things that come with like, I made this, you know what I mean? It's like, no, that was it's like right place, right time.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And that's what everything kind of is, man. Yeah. It's like the decision of I go or I don't, you know? So yeah, I really agree with that. You know?
And the battle is every day.
Yeah.
Can I show up for these gifts?
Yeah.
Can I be aware and open and looking around for
They're
gifts?
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I be available, present? Yeah. That's the struggle, dude. But yeah, Juan reminded me of that, and it was making me think about that interview we just had.
Yeah.
That little bench chat. You know? What a gift, man. Joe, I believe his name is Joe Ness. What a gift, man.
Oh.
His mother's love. Nothing like mother's love. But yeah, bro, 5 years, Mike. Gosh, dude. I mean, dude, you asked me before what hurts. Does anything hurt? Where you're at right now?
I think at this current moment, no. Beautiful. But I think before I was feeling like a little bit of hurt. You know, I think hurt just by myself. Just like this. Of just like what we're talking about is like this, just like not going out and just taking a chance. Even though like we did this interview stuff and I showed up and like I wasn't gonna show up and it feels good, but I still don't like take that as advice. I just still am dumb and like, all right, I'm not dumb.
You're not dumb.
I still am foolish in the way that I live. Like I don't listen to I don't actually listen to the things that are happening.
Wow.
You know? I don't like voice it. Like I don't feel it all. You know, it's like I know that this is gonna be the right thing.
Yeah.
This is gonna help or do something or at least change something. You know what I mean? Like you have to keep putting yourself out there and changing. You know, if you want to move somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, I'm obviously I want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to keep moving in a direction, but my actions are of one that isn't trying to go anywhere. You know. Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah.
But I get caught in that.
Yeah.
You know? I don't act like someone, my actions don't show someone that wants to, you know, keep moving, keep doing
Where do you
stuff.
want to move?
I don't know. But I just want to keep moving in motion and changing. Like trying to change.
Okay.
You know?
Why do you want to change?
I think I want to find, I think it's towards that mission of like fulfillment in your life, you know, and like purpose and doing the things that I think I want to do, you know, and making it happen, you know, have dreams and goals and things I want to accomplish. And I'm not going to get there if I don't do anything, you know? Like, how can I expect to get to a place or attain something if I'm not doing anything?
Yeah.
You know?
That's fair.
I gotta move. I gotta change. And then I sit here wondering, like, oh, why isn't something happening? You know? It's like, you can wonder that forever. You know? You could die wondering. A lot of people die wondering that. You know? It's nothing, like, the only thing that's gonna come to my door and knock on it is like you for the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna come and be like, here's this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there a bit of it where you want to know what you're made of?
Yeah, definitely.
What your purpose is, you were saying?
Yeah, because I mean, with any like, I think with any like passion that you have or had, you want to see how far you can take it, you know? Like we said with this podcast, you know, like, I can do it for this. Like, it doesn't feel bad doing it for this. You know what I mean? But for some reason, personal things and things that are myself, maybe I feel like I'm selfish, or like maybe it's I'm doing it for myself and I should do, I don't know. Maybe that's too like noble. That's probably not true.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I never really thought about it.
Do you believe this is a service for other people?
I think this in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
I think it could offer, like, I like to think that if someone does listen, they might be able to relate to something, and that could offer like something.
You may draw someone out of a corner.
Yeah.
Of feeling like they're alone.
By like sharing things that we've gone through or how we feel, it might make someone feel not alone, or like, you know, they're I don't know, just seeing someone else going through something can make them feel, kind of not alone.
Yeah.
You know?
Man. Have you gotten anything wrong recently? I have, and I just wanted to ask if you have.
Wrong.
Yeah. That you can look back on and say, I kind of stepped in, maybe I stepped in the wrong path. I anticipated a thing. I had an idea. I went down this road, and now that I'm looking back, I kind of either regret it or wish I took, different stance. I acted differently.
Yeah, probably. I feel like not saying something in the moment. Yeah. There's a lot of that. I think there's a lot of ones where like, it's that like self-deprecating thing. It's like, I feel like I should have acted differently, to like get this person to like me or something, So maybe like kind of things like that, maybe.
Yeah. Right.
What's yours?
I think the one that's been on my mind so much is my father, dude. And I look at like past me, last 3 years, on and off 3 years. And I'm just like, dude, you were just, talk about being of service when someone is alone. I would just deserted him. And I, to be fair to myself, like I had feelings that I had to work on. And that's true. Like that, there's no two ways about it. Like I was riddled with like all kinds of resentments and just going through your childhood, and you're trying to work out reasons why you feel the way you feel, and that was my focus, I think. And so I just turned off empathy. Just didn't have much time for anything, and his world was like on fire. And I look back on it now, and I'm like that hurts. Like I was a bad son. I was a bad son. But
I don't know, man. I think all human kind of feelings and emotions have like validity, and there's a reason for things.
Yeah.
Right. And obviously, I don't know. I don't think you could judge anyone for like feeling strongly in a way when, they're wronged, or I don't know. It's easy to say like, oh man, I could have like just put myself aside and be like, you know what, I accept, maybe it's not time to accept, it takes time, you know what I mean? And that's human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think you should fault yourself at all for those times, because I think there were reasons for that.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
I just I guess where I'm at now, I look back and I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't possible. Like I had,
Yeah, I get it.
had
Like looking back,
5%.
you're like, oh, I wish I was like this right now.
I wish I was, man.
But I think the only way you could be like that is if you went through it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true too. Like,
You know what I mean?
you know, like things are so different now. So I get to have this new relationship that I've never had before with this man who like created me. And it's something I just never expected to have.
Yeah.
So it's like better than what it was. And
do you think you could have had that relationship
no,
if you didn't go through
if we didn't go through, if both of us,
you,
yeah, no,
I don't think so.
And now we're sober.
Yeah.
And we're eye to eye, like having honest conversations with each other. I call him and we're talking about everything, dude. We're talking about everything. And it's been like, I feel like we're friends. Like we're becoming good friends.
Yeah.
You know, like starting a new relationship. And
Yeah, man.
And I'm so proud of him, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's another crazy thing that I just didn't see coming. A couple years ago, I'm like this dude's off his rocker. Like I just can't understand him.
Yeah.
And now not only like I didn't have to, he didn't need my forgiveness, but like in my heart, like, you know, what the thing I had to get over, I did, and I forgave for where I was coming from. I forgave, like I fully gave it up. I prayed on it for every day. And I finally found that forgiveness in my heart for this man, dude. And now it's like, I just can't believe how much he's changed, dude. Like, there's something to be said, bro, about like you go through hell. Like a man has to go through hell to find his heaven, dude.
Yeah.
He's got to go through his own hell to find his own heaven. I believe that. I believe you have to go through some kind of, life is going to drag you at some point.
Yeah.
And like, that's your cue. Jump on your surfboard and start riding. Because like, it's about to hurt bad, dude. And like, you're going to learn some shit. And you could grow from this or you can get worse. And I think like, this man is getting better, dude. And I can't believe it. I'm shocked. And I'm like, that's the beauty of life. You never know, dog. I never thought I'd have that with my father.
Wow.
I never thought I'd have that with my father. And we're still young. We still got, thank God, like hopefully some time to like have a new thing, bro. I never saw it like, that was the scariest thing, was like thinking, you just don't think like, you don't want to think thoughts of like, I hope this shit doesn't end. And like, I wasn't there, and I had to just kind of be like, shake hands with like, if it does, it does, dude.
Yeah.
I can't control another person. And it was just surreal. Like, it was like fucking surreal, dude. At this age, at this point of life, to be going through that as men. And it's just, what a ride, man. I would never have wrote that I would never have been like, you know what, God, give me this castle to burn down, and like, give me like just ton of anger and resentment towards the person I love, no matter what. Give me all this fucking phones not being picked up, and like, you know, resentment on both ends, and fucking, oh God, it's just like terrible feelings, bro. Make me feel fucking so scared. Yeah. Like, I would never ask for that, but it made me who like, you came up to me the other day and you were like, bro, congratulations. I'm proud of you for sticking with boxing. And that meant a lot to me, because like, you just pulled it out of nowhere. I was like rocked off balance. Like, what are you talking about? It's just, I never thought you even cued in on that kind of thing. Yeah. So it was like, I would have never done that if I wasn't like looking for something, because I was in pain.
Yeah.
You know,
that's where you found it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Life is going to rock you, and you got to like, you need it. Yeah. I needed it.
And that's a choice you're able to make to like, to like help yourself.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? That's the hardest thing in those moments. You know what I mean? To just like pick something to like help you with it.
It didn't start immediately. It was a lot of sulking and time spent just like, oh, woe is me. Yeah. Bullshit. Yeah. Just getting fat and fucking sitting there waiting for something to hit, for the door to get knocked, and like God to walk through it, and me to be like, everything's good now, you know. Oh, you know, the movie blew up, and now it's different. Dad loves me, Mom loves me, everyone's good.
Yeah, damn. Like, It's like you were waiting for dad to knock on the door, and it'd be like just ideal world,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But like the reality is, it's not. And the only way it can get closer to it is if you change what you're doing. Put that whatever the problems into something else, because at that point you like probably felt you can't change anything.
Yeah.
You know, so what can you do?
Dude.
You know what I mean?
And then think about, this is what I mean when like I think that like God either is or he isn't. And I just see him everywhere.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather died, like his father.
Yeah.
That was his son. So like that was severed in a way, that relationship from this earth, where it would like, and I bet you my dad would speak to it too. I don't think he might be saying like it just shit wasn't squashed for them. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean there wasn't a fucking boatload of love between them. That's all my grandfather spoke about was my father to me.
Yeah, dude, oh man, I'm thinking now it's like, I remember you telling me how he like wanted to bring everyone together. He was the guy to do it.
And he did it.
And he did it after being gone.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
And now like,
it's insane.
What he had to go through, my father had to go through, imagine losing his father, like what that feels like.
Yeah.
And what he's went through because of that, dude. Yeah. I'm so proud of him, man, because he could have went a different direction. And I was waiting on that call, bro. And I just didn't want to get that call, man. I used to just stay up, like sometimes just thinking, or just driving my car, fucking walking the dog every day. Just like a good couple minutes of my time would be like, please not today, man. Like I just can't get that call today, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's fucking, and so many people like suffer in silence, dude.
Yeah.
You know, just had a talk today with someone I love and care about, another guy. We just suffer in silence, bro. We just don't talk. We don't talk enough.
Yeah.
As men, we don't.
Yeah.
Think about it. We just hold it. Yeah. We just try to carry it and then wait for something better to come along, and then it never does. And because we're not sharing. We're not trying to lighten the load for each other. We're trying to just carry it on our shoulders and just forcibly make it go away or push it down until the next good thing happens and we don't have to think about it.
Yep.
Or you know, just make ourselves like, I don't know, like just make ourselves distracted.
Yeah.
So we don't have to think about it or deal with it. But this guy speaks to me today. I'm not going to name him. And he's like, he's married, you know, has family, right? And he goes, I just can't the state of my life right now, I just feel trapped, right? And I can't get to the bottom of like, am I just destined? Was I created and formed and, you know, nurtured in such a way where I was always going to follow this one profession, right? I was always going to want to do this one thing. Let's call it music, right? Let's just call it music. He always wanted to do music. Right? His parents gave him instruments when he was a kid, and they would take him to shows and operas and bands, and he fell in love with it, right? And he's a grown man now. So all those years he's been pursuing, went to school for it, you know, all these loans now. But don't worry about the loans. Like, keep pursuing your thing. So he's fulfilling this thing in his heart that he wants to do, to pursue his purpose. He wants to stop people. He wants to make them take a pause and say, "Oh my God, life's beautiful. Did you hear that? Did you hear that verse? Did you hear that run? Did you get chills? That's right. Life is beautiful." So he's pursuing this, and then, you know, wife, kid, and the bills stack on top of him. So he has to do this other thing, right? And he's doing it, and he's feeling a little more trapped every day. His boss is relying on him. He can't leave, right? They need him. A little more trapped, and the numbers aren't going up; they're going down, right? The account's shrinking. So now not only is he trapped, he's not making enough. So he's pulling out of his own, bleeding, hemorrhaging. And he said, "Dave, my biggest fear right now is like, am I just destined? I feel like there's two paths you can take in life. The path of love with your time, how to spend your time, the path of love or the path of money." And I feel like I've always been destined to go for love. And I look at someone like this other person I know, and they just go for money, and they've got everything they need. That security, that backing, the thing I desire now that I just can't quite figure out, because I give my time. I stay in the place I need to because I feel like I owe it to the person that I work for. And do you ever think about that?
Yeah.
This love or money path?
Yeah.
Do you have time for both? Is it possible? Or are you destined to be this one thing, you know?
Man, it's hard to mix love and money, dude.
Yeah.
It's very hard. I don't think it's that doable.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I think you asked me a question about this like a while ago, and I tried answering it. I feel like I am trying to do that, you know? And I think I'm at a comfortable place with that. Like, I don't want to say I gave up on my dreams or what. Like, I could viably really like pursue my dreams at this point if I really want to, as well as doing my other thing. But that might take way longer, you know? Am I willing to do that? You know what I mean? I think it's important to ask yourself, like, are you, like, what if like that person was, you know, you still worked, but you were also doing that on the side for like your whole life? Like, are you getting the satisfaction from doing the thing, or I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I feel like I can satisfy my, like, the passions I have, you know, with the time that I have available.
For you.
For me, at least.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that's, people have less, you know what I mean? But I think you have to make time. Right?
But what if you have multiple children and a wife?
I kind of am under the belief that once you have kids, you're kind of like, my life's about my kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think that's the right way. But I don't have kids yet, so I might not feel that yet. You know what I mean?
I think that's a fair point. But I know,
yeah, that's probably so,
I can imagine a corner of my being still saying, like,
yeah,
don't you want to go to, like, do your interview thing with Mike?
Yeah.
And, like, go, like, make that movie you were thinking about? Like, don't you want to write? Don't you still want to write? I imagine there's still going to be a part of me that, even if it's for my kid,
yeah,
you know, like, I'm still going to want to do those things. I'm sure. But again, yeah, your time becomes not your time anymore.
Yeah.
It's live for your family, which is beautiful. You know? How do you want to spend your time?
Yeah.
That's the big question. How do you want to spend your time? All you got is your choices and how you spend your living minutes. So it just made me think. And you know what's cool is I had all these thoughts like, you know, oh, what about I anticipate, like, he's saying the thing and I'm like, oh, I have an idea. Why don't you try this? Oh, dude, no. Look at it this way. Oh, no. And then I have to, like, stop myself and I have to be like, bro, let him talk. Let this man share what's going on in him. You don't have to answer. You don't have to give him a roadmap, right? It's not you. It's not you. And that was like a cool little thing where, like, I just felt like sad with him. You know, I think that's healing too. It's not like we stayed there. We gave each other hugs and we were talking about, you know, I'll see you on Wednesday or whatever. Yeah. But, like, there's power in that too.
Yeah.
Like, just the listening, just letting someone get it out.
Yeah. Even like, my first thing was to just, like, think of what about me works, you know? And it's probably, better just to listen. Because
I'm not in his shoes.
That's his journey, yeah.
It's not his. The cool thing is to say, I hear you. Like, for me, I'm like, I really do hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Yes.
I really do understand. I understand from as far as I can understand. Yeah. And I hear what you're going through. I register that now. Yeah. So you're not alone anymore.
I think it helps putting it out there. And for someone to listen.
And if he's asking
and let it sit.
Right.
Because that guy probably doesn't say that to his family, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to let it go to him.
Yeah.
But maybe, like, telling other people and not really being told, like, oh, maybe try this. It's like, that's probably not the best thing for them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We've all felt trapped.
I feel like the growth can be there if you, like, let it be just listened to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to bring up, because you said, how do you how do you spend your time? Talk about you didn't see the Studio Ghibli movie, did you?
No,
the new
not
one?
yet. Not yet.
The Boy and the Heron. In Japan it's called How Do You Live?
Whoa.
That's the Japanese title.
Why'd they change it?
I don't know.
Why did they change it?
I don't know.
It's a great title.
Not sure. Maybe just to westernize.
It's not like exciting enough.
Yeah. But man, then I don't really want to tell you then because you're gonna watch it.
Why?
I mean, do you want me to just say a little thing about it?
Yeah, please.
Because I recommend just seeing it, and even if like, honestly, I would recommend seeing. Or maybe I don't know. If you want spoilers, then don't listen right now. Skip like 5 minutes ahead. But basically, part of the movie. This probably won't be a spoiler actually if I tell it like this. Like in part of the movie, at the end of it, there's like a boy that goes through this whole journey, and he basically meets this guy that is like, he's the one building the world.
Wow.
He is like, it's literally like building blocks on a table, balanced in like a perfect way.
He's God.
He's basically God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this guy like is trying to choose the kid to be the new guy because he's gonna die. He's gone. He's leaving.
Oh, this is crazy.
So the kid, he wants the kid to take over and take care of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically what the kid does, because like through the journey he goes with, there's like a whole thing about it. He chooses to not do that because he's just a boy. He's a child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he doesn't want to. But I don't know. He doesn't want to do that. But what he does is he takes the block, like one of the blocks that like, he got it on the way, like of the journey he had, and he took it so that he doesn't lose that part of him because he doesn't want it to be like. He doesn't want, because he basically forgets everything. He doesn't want to lose, like, I don't know, himself, in a way. So, like, you got to live, I don't know, every person has to build their blocks.
Yeah.
It's not someone else doing it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's a very, I've seen about very controversial takes on the film, but the more I think about it, the more I love it. It's like so, and even better, after like a lot of theories and stuff came up, it's meant to be, because Miyazaki that made the movie and wrote it, he didn't put any like marketing or anything. He didn't want to like it to blow up or anything, because it's not, he knew it's not a movie that's like typical of
Super
all their
marketable.
movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just like his classic movies, like all you've seen the classics and everything, it's very like a style, like story, fairy tale, like kind of thing. And this one wasn't like that. But it's funny, it has all the elements of all the movies into this one movie. So a lot of people say like, and he kind of hinted at it too, that he's the boy.
Wow.
And he's also like
The man.
the older guy too.
Yeah.
The guy,
The creator.
creating everything.
I see that. That's the first thing I thought was him,
Yeah.
the creator.
And
Wow.
yeah, like I think what he's trying to leave, man, is, because it's funny, it's such a great story. Is his son, like, talk about like families, like father and son, like disagreements, is his son wanted to be an animator too, like, just like him. Like he grew up on his films, like the only thing. Yeah. And his dad like didn't want it to. He doesn't want him to take over. Because he wants him to make his own, go on his own journey. He doesn't want to. He honestly, the way he talks about his studio, he's like, I hate this. He's like, I came up with the name. It's like a random thing. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing there. You know what I mean?
Meaning.
Yeah, there's no real meaning. And he's kind of like a moody, surly guy.
Like a nihilist.
Yeah, kind of. But it's like he has intentions that are like good for. Like, that's the way he shows his love, I think, to his son. But his son probably sees it as, it's tough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm sure that kid wants his dad to just be like, I love you, son. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Don't we all, bro?
Yeah. But I think his dad, like, he makes movies kind of about him. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there's like that like what we're talking about, that disconnect of like with men. You know what I mean? Like the expressing, I don't know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It's so difficult, man.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing.
Yeah. And yeah.
You know,
like the act of being like, if you think about it, like that's such a normal thing, is like to give the company to your son. You know what I mean? Like he's the new heir.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like this guy is thinking like, I've been on this journey, and like I have gone through the trappings and all this stuff. He's like, the most like, I think, love and like best things you're gonna get out of this if you figure it out yourself.
The journey.
And find your own thing.
The journey.
Instead of like following, the footsteps of what I was.
Right.
Which is so like, I don't know. I think it's a lot of like thought,
Totally.
into that and love
Yeah.
to think that,
Yeah,
for someone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like that, with the movie and thinking about that, I'm like, oh, it's just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe his thought is like, I've been to the mountaintop of the storytelling thing, right? I don't want to just give you something like that where you skip, we fast forward through your entire journey to finding yourself. I think you miss out. Yeah. And I think that he's
and like
right.
you're making stuff like me.
Right.
You got to figure out your own stuff.
Figure out who you are. Yeah, man. What a gift. That's a gift. It might not look like it on the surface.
Well, he also is like his son's first movie, he said it was like a terrible thing. So
I mean, of course it is.
Yeah.
All first people stories usually are not so great. Unless you're like
he hated it.
Yeah.
He says, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a little rough.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's okay. Some people are, but I mean, yeah, bro, that's interesting. It made me think what you said off of the creator and then grabbing the block. The boy grabbing the block because he didn't want to lose that part of himself. What part of yourself what block would you grab? What's a part of you that you wouldn't want to lose in this journey to future Mike?
Damn.
What's a memory you wouldn't want to lose, dude? What's a piece of your past that you wouldn't want to lose, or a quality about yourself?
The way with the movie, like the way I think about it is like it's very similar to what he did. It's like I think it has to do with family. Like I'd want to keep like, even if I had to pick a person, I'd want to pick like my grandma. Like that force on my life. Like I feel like it was such like a simple relationship, but it meant and morphed me into a person so much that like it's such an integral part of like who I am that I don't know. I want to keep that. You
had a real profound.
Yeah. The more I grow up and think about it, I'm like, dude, I keep learning how much I'm like, oh my goodness, like everything we talk about is just like it's from her.
Wow.
Like it all makes sense. When I'm feeling like these like uncertainties and these like depressing like negative things, and then I think about, she said just laugh. Just be happy, like, and laugh. Laughing is healthy for you, So like don't be too hard on yourself. Like all this stuff, you know what I mean? And I don't know. It's like it keeps coming back up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You have a block you would take? What's your block?
Before that, you made me think of the Bible, because in the Bible it says like it's the most like the phrase that's used the most, like the two words that just keep coming up over and over. It's like heart or something.
Keep thy boxing?
No, not keep thy boxing. Don't worry. Like that's what the message was. The more I looked into it, don't worry.
Yeah.
that's what it keeps saying, and that's what it sounds like. Grandma saying, like, laugh. Don't worry so much, Mike. Like, laugh.
Yeah.
So you can find peace here, even in this place. Even that place too, Mike. You can find peace here.
Yeah.
You can find something to laugh at. But the block I would like to grab before I lost everything. Yeah, if I could collapse every relationship I've ever got in my life that's meaningful to me, into a block, that's what I want. But if it had to be a person, man, that's tough, bro. But I think that's such a tough thing to whittle down to one person. It'd have to be my wife. Yeah.
Yeah, think about like what morphed you, like what changed you the most.
She changed me the most.
Yeah.
She changed me the most, dude.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, bro. She's not like, we're just different.
Yeah.
But she's so honest, beautiful. I looked at her and I'm like, you're so damn pretty. I take for granted, like, I kiss her every day.
Yeah.
I take that for granted. You know what I mean? Like, I literally, I forget, like, you're kissing this gorgeous girl.
Yeah.
You're going to sleep in the same bed as this gorgeous. Like little me would be like, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you thought you were going to be like alone, bro. You're not. You found like, I got so lucky with love, and I got a beautiful fucking, and it, you know, whatever, looks are looks, but like she's like, that's my home girl, dude. She is like the most honest with me that anyone's ever been in my life.
Yeah.
But she also believes in me. There's like this, that's such a, like a, there's such a duality to her. I used to get one or the other. I used to get from people like, that love me like, dude, you're the best thing I've ever seen in my life. You're so cool. You're such a nice guy. Yeah. You can do anything, right? Yeah. You can't do anything wrong. Yeah. And that's nice people, right? Trying to be nice. Yeah. And then I would get, you're just like so-and-so. Like you kind of stupid in so many words. Like yeah, I don't see it in their looks, in the way they spoke to me. Yeah. And everyone's coming from their place. I'm not boohooing me. Nobody boohoo me. I have a great like thing. Yeah. But I have both with her. It's not like you can't do it. It's this other thing that's like, I believe in you, which is 3 powerful words, dude. Think about these words, man. I believe in you. I want to dissect that. When someone says, I believe in you, it's not just like, I take these for granted too. Yeah. I've taken for granted I believe in you. Yeah. I think because I'm cynical, because I would like, look, I didn't believe it myself. So how can I listen to someone tell me that they believe in me if I don't believe in me? If I don't like me? How can anyone believe in me? Right? And it's not like it's not about an end game. It's not about like I believe in you to win the Super Bowl. Yeah. I know you, I believe in you. It's not even about the end game. Saying a statement, declaring I believe in you is everything. It's all of it. Yeah. I believe in you to be a good person always. Like I know you. Whatever you're doing, I believe in you. Like that's beautiful, man. Yeah. Another spirit, a human, and a universe, a biological universe outside of your life that it's not attached to you, is saying to you, I believe in you, Mike. Yeah.
I trust that thing going on.
I trust that thing going on over there. I recognize that.
Yeah. That's like one of my, I think, things I hold very high, like to a high regard is like that I believe in you. Wow. Because I say that to people that I truly believe. You know what I mean?
You never lie.
And I try. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I know, like, I know people take it for granted. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You could see it sometimes, but like when I say that shit, I fucking mean it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
What a gift.
Yeah.
That's a real gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's always been hard for me to like hear. It's been, I
feel like that's one thing I wish, dude. Sometimes someone say, I believe in you.
I do, bro.
You know what I mean? No, I know you do. Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know when it like comes out of like
just a
out of nowhere, like you're saying?
Dude, yes.
It's like what?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's always the best.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
It's like such a, I don't know.
That was that little thing you hit me with in the parking lot. I was like,
that kind of thing.
I just didn't even think you were looking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think you were feeling
someone
anything.
notices.
Yeah.
Something.
I just wasn't, I didn't anticipate it. So it was a beautiful
I think
surprise.
that's what we're all searching is like just someone to notice.
Yeah, bro.
Sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Because we're all trying to like, because everything takes so long, you know?
Yeah.
To like get, like feel like you're getting somewhere. And like, even with consistency, as you do something every day, is like, but you start from nothing. And you know what I mean? It's like, and boxing can take 10 years to master. Yeah. It's like, and you're along this road and like, I don't know. I see you enough. I know you're doing it. You know what I mean? So it comes out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's hard because like the random guy on the street won't say it because they don't know.
They don't know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that takes someone that knows you or is close or notices something, you know? Yeah. So I don't know. It means a lot.
It's beautiful.
You know what I mean?
It really is. What a gift, man. That's a true gift. I think
like if we thought about a little more about the people we love, you know,
come on, man,
and like said something nice, oh man, that could stop someone from stopping, you know? Yeah.
Oh, Mike, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's true, bro. Yeah. Well, imagine the times you could have like, and just coming up in your future, what gifts you could look for of like, honestly, sharing that like with another life. Like when you see it, you know what I mean? Honestly, from yourself, from your heart, like, hey, I recognize you.
Yeah.
Like you're doing good, man. You know, or you. That's gifts all day. You could do that, and I think it's good to get eyes on it. And yeah, I do know why, and we were just talking about it. I had no shortage of that throughout my life. Like for whatever reason, some people saying like, whatever you got going on, like I see it, I recognize it, and you're doing great. And I would just be like dismissive of it. It wouldn't land properly. And I think it was just because like, yeah, I just didn't feel that way about myself.
Yeah.
So I couldn't receive that kind of gift.
Yeah. It's interesting too when you were saying about like, I think it might have to do maybe with like people say like, you're not Dave, you're so nice, like all this stuff. And like you have this relationship with like compliments that you're like,
but I'm not.
No, I mean, outside people can, you know, I don't know. I think people are truthful sometimes with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think they don't know what it is maybe about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they like have this general kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I get it though. It's like, y'all don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? I don't know what's really going on. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes you want people to know what the fuck's really going on.
Yeah, I do.
You know?
Yeah.
And that could like change the way you take stuff.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
That's probably
I can see how that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Like,
then you're like, oh, then what the fuck is this shit too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bad with small talk. I'm bad with, if we can't do this, I can't receive it all.
Yeah.
I am grateful for it, but it's not, I gotta know you. I want to like, I just want to know you more in order for us both to receive something.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's like at the end of shows and shit, even when I was like coming up, like it's this fleeting niceties.
Yeah. But like, it's part of all that.
And Doug, and it's like, I don't know if I'm wording this right, and I'm worried.
I get what you're saying. It's like, I think that's so funny you bring that up. It's like, it's like this expected thing that just happens at the end of like,
it's so stupid.
It's like at the end of the thing, people just clap. You know what I mean? It's like, what if people thought it was shitty? You know?
And the other thing is like, but what if someone really received something that you couldn't even fucking think? They were going through some terrible life situation. They walk into a dark room.
Yeah. You
do some silly thing in their life, and they receive some kind of crazy, oh my God, my life's beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Where they're like, I'm happy to be alive right now.
Yeah.
That's a gift, man. You don't even know that's happening. Like, I don't know that's happening. So it's interesting.
Yeah. And oh man, this is making me think like, now think about people that are like famous and viral.
I don't even know.
Because you can't have one-on-one.
You can't.
It's a million ones. And all those people are having that reaction to your thing. They're getting it, but you can't get it.
Right.
And I think it has to be this like exchange to be healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like over time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could see how like that's why some people, I don't know, like people that go crazy, you know what I mean? You always hear every story is like, people don't want to be celebrities. You know what I mean? That have become it. You know what I mean? Like it messes with your mind.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense. You can't have this human
with a million.
You're not a human anymore.
Right.
In a way.
Right.
You're looked at as this bigger thing.
Yeah.
So it's
people know you before or they have an idea about you before you even step in a room.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you walk in, they're like, "Oh, that's so and so did this."
Everyone's telling you you're the best.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit
about that.
And these guys probably just want them to see them as who they are.
Of course.
And they probably, if they're bad people, then they're like, everyone's
or to call them out on their shit.
Yeah. I think about all the people that you kind of know in whatever. Even Adam was talking about people in industries and stuff. It's like, the things you don't know, like everyone's like, these guys are the best. You're the best person in the world, man.
Of course they're not. They're human.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
It's messed up, man.
I'm a sinner,
not natural.
dog. Yeah, like I can't be like a perfect.
It ain't
nothing.
natural.
No,
Yeah.
bro. But that's something. It's interesting because it's like we want to reach more people with this podcast, and that's what our goal is, right? And we're going to do that. Do we change? Like, will that change us? I hope not.
I think it inevitably will change something. Mm-hmm. That's why we started saying, do it for one.
Do it for the one.
The one thing.
Do it for the one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's a way to healthily, because it becomes a thing where I don't think we'll ever become like, dude, I think what the problem is when people gain like followings or things like that, it's they elevate. Like when someone gets like $1 million, right? They blew up. They're chilling now. You know, buy mom a house, like all this stuff.
Right.
Buy yourself a house. You got a Lambo. Now you're like not the common person. You're in top percentiles now.
Right.
You're not with the normal people anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's over.
So it makes sense that like you can't, like you're changed.
Can't relate.
You're out. Yeah. There's no way you can relate. And there's certain people that, you know, I don't know why I'm thinking of this as an example, but there's this one streamer guy. His name's Asmongold.
Yeah.
It's like the greased haired dude. He plays World of Warcraft. Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
And like, he's living in the same house as he grew up
Look at that.
with his when he's mom and dad and everything.
Wow.
And like, oh man, like actually, there was such a good moment with this dude. I'm glad I brought it up because I wanted to bring it up for this podcast. I watched the clip of him because he's like this dude that's like he always said like he's like, I learned how to talk because look at me. You know what I mean? Like, look what I do and what I want to do.
Yeah.
He's like, I learned how to talk so that I can, you know, be successful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's very like, he's very practical, like matter of fact, and very like emotional, like not that much emotion. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny guy. You know what I mean? I think he's got like stuff. He's definitely crazy because I think all streamers are crazy. But there's this one moment where he's like friends with all his like friends from high school, like middle school, high school. Like that's how he grew up and everything, you know, same town. That's his like home. You know what I mean? You could tell that's his world, his safe place. You know, that's why he lives there.
He's insulated. Yeah.
And there's he was so close with his mom, you know, and his mom passed. And his one friend brought him like a picture, like a hand painted picture of like him and his mom, a picture of his mom, like recreated, like as a painting. And like he like broke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. I don't know what I was gonna relate this to, but like there's something in that. Like, oh, this is what I want to relate to is the like what do you give someone that has everything?
I think that.
Just love.
Love.
Because I don't know. There's nothing that can replace that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Picture's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
What do you think it is about a photo that's so powerful? Obviously, it's what's in the photo, but why do you think a photo is a medium?
Dude, I answered this question actually on Damian Swaby's podcast, Filmmaking Conversations.
It's coming out.
It's coming out
Go
in a
check
little
it out.
bit.
Filmmaking Conversations.
Hopefully it's out by the time that
So Filmmaking Conversations with Damian Swaby. Go look it up.
guy.
Mikey's on the pod. Shout out Damian. We love you.
I don't know when it's coming out, so.
Yeah, it's okay. It's coming.
But I answered it on there, but I'll answer it again.
Did you really?
Kind of. Like he asked me about like my photo that meant the most to me or something like that.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Great question, Damian.
And there's something about, for me, there's something about just like the moment. Like that's what we're doing. The moment. We're trying to be in the moment, and that's a moment preserved. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's right. You can like, dude, you can go back there with that, and you can like you can go back there. You can make up a whole story about it. Mm-hmm. You can feel like infinite amount of things. It's like a painting, word 1,000 words, but a picture's worth 1,000,000. No, I'm kidding. That was really bad. I'm sorry, but I think that's sort of there's something there. It's like I don't know. I have a handful of photos that just I look at them and I'm like, oh my goodness, that time in my life, that like why I was there, what am I like, why I was doing this, like it's all there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I can go back to that.
Yeah,
you know. Like my memory's so bad, right, with a lot of things, but I'd probably if I have a whole drawer over there with all my film. Like I used to print out every photo I had, you know, like actually print out the things, every time. But I don't do it anymore because it costs money. But like I know there's so many photos in there that if I look back, like I don't know, I can't remember any of them off the top of my head right now. But if I look at it,
you'll know.
I will know everything, you know.
Yeah,
which is cool.
And it's interesting because when you revisit them, how you feel about those moments probably change.
Yeah.
They're preserved moments, but it's like you're different.
Yeah.
So you're going to see them in a different way every time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Photos are important, man. Yeah. You run into a burning house. What do people save usually? The photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got a Tupperware full. My father sold his place. I grabbed him before it was gone. And dude, going through those photos, I had a full breakdown. I told you about it.
I'm sad I don't have my family photos anymore. They're in Poland now.
Oh, they all went.
Yeah.
Well, at least they exist. They're there, so you can see them. Now you got to go to Poland.
Yeah.
But
I'm going.
Are you? When?
Christmas.
Really?
And Japan.
Wow.
I said, you know what, dude? Going to both.
I love it, dude. Yeah,
Screw
good
it.
for you, bro. I wanted you to go to Poland for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna
excited
go back.
you're going.
Bro might be going.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Seabass, let's go. Get to Poland, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Make it a family affair, man.
Gotta.
There's nothing more important.
Yeah.
There's nothing more
I
important.
know that's gonna be a crazy time.
Oh, come on, dude.
It's gonna be crazy.
Family back together again.
Yeah. Dude, my brother has a great story about going. I want to just tell it really quick.
Yeah, tell it.
It's we were just talking yesterday. He went back to my parents' house in Poland
Wow.
for the first time.
Wait, when?
He went last year, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went.
Oh, I didn't know he went.
He went with his wife, and he saw the house for the first time. And the way my parents built the house, it's very similar to like how it was when we were growing up,
Right.
in Ringwood.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, he said he walked in and he started crying.
Oh.
Just because he's like, dude, it's the same thing.
It's like walking into your childhood.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so crazy. It like surprised me. I was like, what's going to happen when I go?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's going to happen to you?
Finally have that cry.
Man. You know, will you keep talking about that interview? Right? We keep bringing up that interview.
Yeah.
And you said something really striking to me about like, Joe, we were sitting on the bench with Joe and he was talking about his childhood with his mother.
Yeah.
So it says this man like in the later stages of his long illustrious life, right?
Yeah.
And what did he do? You could almost see him turn into a child.
Yeah.
You could see him see his mother in the he's sharing so vulnerably. You could see it.
Yeah.
And you said it's like he turned into a kid.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like we all are those kids still.
Yeah.
So you walk into a place like your old home again. Like imagine that.
Yeah.
What I would give to just like go back and see grandma and grandpa like
Just
making
walk
food
in.
on the oven and like my mom like doing her hair in the mirror and that like shag blue carpet on the floor and like hairspray caked on the my mom used to use so much hairspray in my bedroom because I had the mirror.
Yeah.
And
Kicked on the dresser.
yeah, so I'd wake up to her spraying the hairspray. I'd wake up to it. And so breathing the hairspray and then she's scraping it off with a razor blade, man. She's so much hairspray. But what I would give, man, to walk back into that house and just be like on like a Christmas or something, dude. And like my dad picking me up.
Yeah, man.
Going to the diner after.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, that's how much I thought about a negative thing that day. You know what I mean? Zero. Yeah. Not a thought. Not a negative thought. I feel like my days now or have been in the past, like recent past, like 85% is negative thoughts.
Mm.
You grow up. How do you stay? This is what I wanted to ask you. How do you stay soft? How do you preserve that softness, that softness in your heart that you had growing up?
Ask that guy.
How do you stay soft in a world that just makes you just rugged? It just beats you up. It weighs you down. As you grow, the worries they mount. So how do you preserve that kid? How do you preserve that innocence, that wonder, that excitement about life?
Yeah.
I think you taught me a lesson recently with the phone.
Yeah.
You said, Dave, I'm not going on my phone.
That's a lot better, man.
And you're right. You prime yourself for a day of like, I'm just going to
once you
be here.
Open anything, it's already, you got a million thoughts.
Well, it's not yours anymore. Now it's them guiding you to a thought or a feeling or whatever.
Or even I wake up sometimes and I'm like, oh, like work. I got to work on my work. Fucking texts.
Right.
And I have like 10. And I'm like, all right, now I'm up and I have 10 things in my brain where I'm like, all right, I'm thinking about my whole day now.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, how about you chill out?
Yeah, chill out.
Just take in. I did it one day and I just sat on the floor. And I was like, Wow. I think nothing right now.
Dude,
I don't think anything.
the first time I woke up,
yeah.
I was laying down.
That was
so
awesome.
So I'm looking at the ceiling, and I'm like, the first thoughts were just, it was like, oh, I should grab this. Let me grab my phone. And I was like, no. I kept saying no. And then the first thoughts are like, oh, there's the fan. I should clean that. And then I was like, look at you, Dave. Like that was my brain was like, look at you, like just being present in a room first thing in the morning, like in your bedroom. All right, this is my bedroom.
Yeah.
Whoa. And then my thoughts were so pure. I felt like I'm here. I'm really here. I'm really in it, dude. I'm here, man. I'm really here now. I'm not in between things, like getting from one thing to another. I'm here, dog.
Yeah.
So it was a beautiful way to like start the day. I've been trying to do that like every day, and it's difficult.
Yeah.
But it is, I think, really cool, man. There's power in silence.
Yes.
There's power in like just being quiet with yourself. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being my own friend. I'm starting to be my own friend. Yeah. I'm learning how to be with myself, how to be supportive to myself, but in that silence.
Yeah, man.
There's power. Like you could hear, it's really loud in silence. Mm-hmm. Silence is loud, dude. It's deafening. There's like, the truth comes to the surface in silence, right? You're going to figure something out about yourself in silence. Like that thing is going to distract you, but silence will tell you a lot about you.
Yeah.
And how you feel about
true
things.
silence, dude.
True silence.
I'm telling you, once I look at anything, I'm like, it's there. I can't go to true silence.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. Cause I'm telling you, like, I don't know why my whole life, I've always felt like I had like I just have like my mind is racing all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But when I don't have anything, or I start off with nothing, I'm like, I don't hear anything. I don't feel anything. Like I got voices in my fucking head. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just my thoughts of like the things I have to do and all this stuff. Like I'm already trying to plan.
When those thoughts quiet, like what do you hear?
Nothing. Silence.
Wow.
Just quiet.
Oh man.
And I can like think. I can like think about thinking. You know what I mean? And it'd be like, what do I want to think about?
That's what I feel, childish in those moments. I'm like, because that's what I used to do as a kid.
Yes.
That when I allowed my brain to be on quiet, and all it knew was, it didn't know that. It just knew where it was, what it's taking in now.
Yeah.
The thoughts were like, I remember smells.
Yeah.
I don't think of smells at all anymore. Now, unless it's a crazy smell, but now it's like, I smell cold air. I smell winter air. I'm like, oh shit. Remember that made me think of when I was in 5th grade and we were in an art class or some shit, and it was getting around and the windows were open. I was a little chilly, and like I think we had a computer in the back they used to fight over. And then we had like a pet, some kind of butterfly thing we did we hatched a bunch of butterflies and we let them out. And then my buddy Joe stepped on one, and all of my classmates were like, "Oh no, you're evil," this and that, to my friend Joe. But I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this feels fucking great. Like, I don't know. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I'm present, and then I'm reflecting, and then it's all good.
And then you could be like, all right, let's start. You know?
Yeah. And then let's begin our day.
Feels a lot better.
But you're primed to like do that now throughout the day instead of run to the next problem.
Because that makes you probably feel like you're not being controlled by like, oh, we gotta work. I gotta work. I gotta do this. I gotta do that.
Yeah.
You know, you could be like, all right, like let's start. I'll do my thing, and then then I can choose. I'm choosing.
You're choosing. You're in control. Like you're in your own life. You're not in someone else's. You're not more concerned about like what else is going on outside of you. It's like, I think if you it's like an exercise, and if you do it enough, it's like that's where your operating system starts up.
Yes.
Like,
get to that point.
I'm in here. This is my life. Doesn't mean like I won't take in what's around. I'm gonna take it in, but I'm not gonna be distracted.
Yes. You ever wake up pissed, dude?
All the time.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think that you
pissed, scared,
that you
fucking miserable, like angry at myself. Like all the time, bro. Name a day. Wednesday, fucking Saturday, whatever day, dude. But it's good to like address it. And if you're freed up, if I don't wake up angry and then I go on my phone like this to distract me,
dude, I'll find a million reasons for anything.
But then you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Then you got to look at it. Then you're literally thinking, oh, why am I mad? Or fucking, you're stuck.
Yeah.
It's like jail. Like you gotta go through it.
Yeah.
You gotta go through it. But I like that. Your boy broke a punching bag today. Heavy bag.
You have to bring it up.
Your boy broke it.
All right, man.
The chain snap.
We'll end on this.
The chain snap. I was just doing jabs and crosses. I didn't even. It was my first round. Bah, bah. And I just.
What sound did it make?
You know what? It was like you know how the bag it does this when you hit it good.
Yeah.
It does like this weird like clink, 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 like that, and it kind of stays like it stays straight.
Yeah.
The bag itself is moving.
Yeah.
But it's not swaying.
The inertia.
Yeah, it's not swaying.
Yeah.
It's just doing this weird jiggle.
If you hit it right.
If you hit it right. That's how you know you hit it right. I hit it with my right. I heard like a clink, 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 like normal, and then I heard clink, 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 and it like snapped. And then I heard like
And it goes.
I knew it was like the top link popped, and I knew the sound for some reason registered like back up because I started hearing like when the chain starts moving like that. I heard that happen. And I was like, oh shit! And I got out of the way, and it just fell. And I was like, did anyone see? Like I looked down, I was like, did anyone just see that?
You're like,
did anyone just see that?
damn, bro.
I'm like, it's got to be on the camera, right? Like someone saw it. And there it was, that little chain. Like,
need the footage of that.
The truth is, bro, and I don't want to say it out loud, but like that's over years of wear and tear from like many people. But your boy popped it.
No, you popped it, bro.
But your boy popped it.
Come on, dude, you popped
Your boy broke it. Angelo Curl, greatest trainer of all time.
100%. Killed it. I'm proud of you, dude. Good shit.
Thanks, bro. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, man.
And I believe in you, bro.
Thank you, dude.
That's truth.
Thank you.
That's truth. I put my life on that.
I'm taking it.
5 years.
I have a last thing I want to say. I'm leaving every podcast with an honest thing.
Oh, this is my favorite. This is really my favorite.
Yeah.
I let you do this now.
Dude,
go ahead.
What this off the phone thing has also been doing, I think, is for some reason giving me crazy ass dreams and crazy ass things that happen.
What happened?
So
A dream?
one thing, I just had a dream where your boy it was the most realistic thing.
Oh, we made up.
No. No.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I just front end crashed into a car. Like the craziest crash in the world. And I was like, oh my God. And then I woke up and I'm like, I can't drive today.
I'm staying home today.
I'm staying home.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that happened to me was, dude, Dave, like I was in Wawa.
I love this. Sorry.
Waiting for a sandwich.
At Wawa.
And there's a girl behind the counter.
Uh-oh. What'd she look like?
Dude, she looked exactly identical to like my one ex.
Oh shit.
Like in that time period.
Whoa.
And I was like, I thought I went back in time. And I looked like 20 times. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
It's a time machine.
Yeah.
Did she work at Wawa before?
No. But she worked at Quick Check.
Oh.
So it's like the same.
Similar.
And I'm like looking at different angles. I'm like, bro, this is insanity.
Did you speak to her?
No.
You just stayed away.
I was like, I should stay away, dude.
I gotta get out of here.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Is this
It was
2011?
Yeah. It was the craziest thing in the world.
Oh my God.
And I just left.
And you left.
Yeah, but it was weird. Like, I don't know, just like I was like, do I have to say something? Because I'm like, is this person? I don't know. It was just so strange to me.
Yeah.
That I don't know. It was weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the dreams are getting just crazier and crazier.
I mean, that was real life. That wasn't even a dream.
What do you mean?
That was in real life.
You went to the Wawa in real life?
Yeah.
Waiting for a sandwich in real life?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was the dream.
No.
Oh, wow. So you're really like checking her out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like, this is insane.
Was it her?
No. I don't think so. How would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. And also, the crash was real life too.
No,
I'm kidding.
That's not.
Dude, You Are Here podcast, episode 260.
5 years.
5 years, man. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And we're going to do another 5 years.
Another 5.
My name is Mike.
Buckle up.
And I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to one another.
Peace.
Boom.
Okay, now I gotta really do it. Dave, you have to. Don't look behind you. We're good. Yes! I don't want to look at this anymore.